Alright, so I want to model my concept that I done on Twitch, and it's gonna be this girl. I reduce the transparency from this see-through slider here. I'm gonna load the Dynasphere project. It doesn't really matter what you start with, it's just gonna be a placeholder. I'm gonna take move and I'm gonna press Y to turn on the legacy gizmo, and I'm gonna choose actually scale, not move. Scale from here. You can press E for that, and then I'm gonna take move and I'm gonna drag up the head. Alright, so this is gonna be the placeholder for the head. I'm gonna dynamesh and I'm gonna take down the resolution to like something like very low, like 32. We don't need a lot of geometry now. We're gonna use this just for blocking in. I'm gonna take again the move, and while holding control and dragging from the middle circle, I can move down the body, and if I take the move brush, I assigned a custom shortcut, but you can go here and select your whatever brush you want. So now I'm on move. See, my shortcut is Control and M, and I'm gonna drag this down, and this is gonna be the body. Okay, for the arms, we're gonna insert a sphere with IMM primitives, just like that. And I'm gonna hold Control Shift and I'm gonna tap on it and choose Split Hidden. And now I'm gonna Alt tap on the sphere, so I go on that subtool. I'm gonna take the move again and scale. And I'm gonna position back here. First of all, I'm gonna sculpt it symmetrically, and then I'm gonna take care of the proportions and the pose. So now I want to mask, so I'm gonna hold Control and click on the brush, and I want the mask lasso. I'm gonna mask the top of the shoulders, and I'm gonna take the move. I'm gonna drag like this, and I'm gonna stretch the arms just like that. I'm gonna hold Control and drag once and then twice to make it to redynamesh. Okay, and I can just before I do any movement and stuff, I can clone this again with move. I drag this slider, hold Control, and move the legs down, and I can choose auto groups from here. So now I can split those and choose Split Hidden. Control Shift and click on them, and then you can isolate them, right? Let's go back here. I'm gonna stretch them. They look very ugly now, don't worry. They're gonna look better in the end. I'm gonna auto group these two and Control tap on this and Split Hidden. So now I can go back on the head, take the move and hold Control and create like some sort of pelvis here. And again auto groups, and I'm gonna Control tap so the other subtool disappears, and I'm gonna choose Split Hidden. Alright, for the legs, let's insert a primitive, a cube. Not the legs, the feet, or how do you call this? So I'm gonna draw it here. If you just tap on the surface of this cube, you can align the normal with that. Oh, and choose move and drag from the top circle. So you can scale 2D. And now I'm gonna take again the move. For some reason my move shortcut doesn't work, so I have to go there and click over and over again. Again with the move, I'm scaling this, and this is gonna be my leg. So it looks really stupid now, but we don't care. I'm gonna take just a brush, and I'm gonna if you hold space, this pop-up menu appears, and you can choose the size and the intensity. So maybe we want less intensity for the smooth brush, and maybe a bit more Dynamesh resolution. So we were on 32, so 56. Let's see how it looks. It's perfect. Okay. Let's go on the torso. This girl is very skinny, so I'm using the move brush just to create her proportions. I'm gonna do minimal amount of sculpting. She's very wide gapped here at the thighs. And I'm using this low res Dynamesh because I can control so much better the geometry. So again, I kind of hate these sliders. They are too jumpy. So I'm gonna re-Dynamesh with a bit more resolution. Okay, maybe I can take this subtool and merge it with the legs, so we can see it's actually with the pelvis. So I need to do an auto groups, Control Shift and tap, split hidden, and now I'm gonna take the legs, I'm gonna move them down, and now I can, they're on top of the feet, so I can choose down here, merge and merge down, and okay, and now we can Dynamesh. All right. Let's add a neck with an IMM brush with a cylinder. I'm gonna add it right there. And then, oops, I ended by mistake. So if you have symmetry on, you have to make sure, if you want to add the object in the middle, there's only one circle. See, as I approach the center, it merges. And now I have added that, and I'm gonna Control Shift tap and choose split hidden. So we have the neck on a separate layer. Now I'm gonna push the head a bit forward. I'm gonna take a big move brush. And I'm saying I'm gonna take, but actually I'm making the brush by dragging the slider. I'm holding space and then I'm dragging. All right, seems like the head should be a bit tinier. Okay, and let's go on this subtool, holding Alt and tapping on it, and that kind of takes us there. Let's give her a curve in the back so she's not very slouched. Okay. There you go. Okay, let's add the hair, and I'm gonna do that with, let's see, how can I add that hair? Kind of looks like it's just big shapes, big spheres. So I'm gonna go on the head. I'm gonna take a round, a sphere. I keep on saying round brush, but I actually mean sphere. And I'm gonna deactivate symmetry. I'm gonna add a sphere. Then I'm gonna snake hook it into place. I'm gonna take the snake hook brush, which I have a shortcut for, but you can go here again and choose your brush. It's somewhere around here. They're alphabetically, so if you press B, S, and probably H. Yeah, B, S, H is for snake hook. So now I'm gonna drag this around until I kind of merge it with the concept. I'm gonna go to the side view too, because this strand of hair comes from the back. So I'm using snake hook because it's kind of like a move brush, but more elastic somehow. Okay, here we go. So this is the first hair. I'm gonna Control Shift and tap on it and separate it, split hidden. Then again, go back to the primitive sphere, and I'm gonna add one here, and again I'm gonna take the snake hook, right, place it there. Use big brushes, like for the blocking stage, use just big brushes. You don't care about anything else. Okay, Ctrl Shift Tab, split hidden. Actually, I can start merging this down, merge down. So I'm gonna merge these two hair parts. And I'm gonna choose auto groups. Let me turn on poly frame, poly colors or whatever from this button, and you can see I have two different colors. So now I can just clone this. Like for example, if I take the move brush and I hold Control and tap on that, it's gonna mask the other one, and it's gonna allow me to clone fast elements. So now we're in the back, and I'm gonna arrange that hair. So this is gonna be this big strand that we see here from the front view. With the hair, we're not gonna keep symmetry on, so that's why I'm approaching it like this. And I'm gonna choose auto groups again, and see this assigns new colors. And then with the same technique, I'm gonna take the move, hold Control. I'm gonna tap on this, and then hold Control and drag, and I'm gonna move this lump of hair here. Right. And this is gonna be the other one. I'm gonna take a snake hook, and I'm gonna put the hair into position. Okay. Alright, so as I go, probably I'll need to add more hair, more and more hair. Let's drop down the opacity so we don't see that much in the background. Okay, let's try a different technique because I'm bored of hair. We're gonna keep on going back to the hair. So now I'm gonna hold Control, and I'm gonna choose the mask rectangle. I'm gonna mask half of the head, and I'm gonna choose extract, and there you go. We're gonna have the base for the cap, and I'm gonna choose accept. And this is already on a separate layer, so if we go back to the head, we should, like, if we go on solo, we can see we still have the mask, so we need to clear the mask with Control and drag. Okay, so now let's actually activate the symmetry on this. You can activate the symmetry with just pressing X. And again with the Control and click and dragging, I'm gonna make a selection so I can create that hat. Don't worry, it looks bad right now, but it's gonna look better. I'm just gonna give a bit of more dynamesh for this. We're gonna actually, I'm not gonna do that because I want to separate this the head piece so I can color it differently. Okay, good. Let's do a bit of sculpting because again I'm bored. These operations are like super repetitive, so I need to entertain myself somehow. Okay, I'm kind of sculpting with the move brush. I want this this corner to be a bit more emphasized there, and I should probably merge the pelvis with the rest of the body. Merge down. Where is merge? Merge down. Okay, and now I'm gonna dynamesh, but on dynamesh I want my groups not to be preserved, so I'm just gonna check Okay, groups is deactivated, so if I'm gonna dynamesh this now, it's gonna turn into a single mesh. Actually, it preserved the groups. Anyway, you can press Ctrl W and then you're gonna have a single group. Okay, so right now we don't have any colors, but let me show you how you can quickly add colors. I'm gonna choose groups for this one. So if I dynamesh by mistake, each tool that has a different group, so I'm gonna choose auto groups. Each tool that has a different group is gonna get dynamesh, but we're not gonna lose them. So they're still separated and together. Right, and then if I want to move them independently, I can choose mask by polygroups on the move brush, and the first group I touch, that's the one that moves. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I wanted to add some colors, and the way you do that, you choose color, and or you can just go here and pick your color. So I kind of want that strong orange, maybe more towards red a bit. And then color fill object. And now I was on that subtool. If I choose white again, see the other subtools turn white, but that one doesn't because I filled it with color. Now I'm gonna go on the hat. I'm gonna pick a purple. And I'm gonna choose color fill object. And now if I go back to white, you can see the other ones are not getting the color. And as I move this color, again, this hat and the hair, since they have filled, since I filled them with color, they won't be affected anymore. I still want to, okay, let's create the t-shirt. I'm gonna take the lasso. So I'm done now with colors. Again, I'm going back to, what am I doing with this? What's this? Control. Oh, I chose mask lasso. There you go. So now I want to mask how I want to do the t-shirt. So I'm gonna mask the opposite of it, and then I'm gonna invert the selection. And then I'm gonna Control Alt and tap, so the mask becomes a bit more sharper. Actually, I shouldn't do that. I should make sure the modeling it's okay. So then we won't need to recreate the t-shirt under. Like basically, if the base is good, the t-shirt is gonna be good too once we extract it. Okay, so this girl is really skinny and very mean apparently. She's gonna mess you up if you try to take her lunch. Actually, she's gonna try to take your lunch, but I'm gonna stop talking nonsense and tell you what I'm doing here. I'm using various brushes to sculpt. Now I'm using the clay buildup, and I'm just barely touching the surface. I don't want to be heavy-handed. Okay, and I'm gonna go on the legs with alt tapping on them, and I'm gonna choose the move brush. I'm gonna activate the symmetry, but let's say I did this mistake and for some reason, yes, I know what's happening here. I have mask by polygroups on from the previous interaction that I had with move. So brushes remember what settings you chose for them. So if something doesn't work right, probably you have to troubleshoot, and this is what I'm doing right now. So I was trying, I see I have symmetry because I can see the other dot on the other leg moving. But once I do the action, you see it's not doing anything. That's because I have different polygroups for this. So if I choose Ctrl W and it's only one polygroup, now it's gonna work, right? But now I messed up here, like this leg is a bit sculpted and the other one is not. So I'm gonna choose first mirror and weld, so I steal the look of this her right leg, and now it's gonna work nice. So I just want a bit of thickness. I'm gonna disable that. And we don't care that it's so faceted right now. This is so easy to fix. Right now it's super important that our model moves really easy. Like if I drag something, it's gonna be instant. I did a lot this mistake where I was like subdividing the shit out of my meshes, and then the didn't work anymore properly. And okay, let's say this is good. I'm gonna go on the arms, and again probably I have mask by polygroups on. So okay, for this one let's turn down mask by polygroups and see it's gonna work. I'm not gonna merge right now the arms together because I'm gonna pose the character in the end, and that's gonna take quite a while, and it's better if we have the subtool separated. Okay, actually for the legs, I was thinking if I should sculpt the legs, but I kind of need, because I have this knee showing through and then at the ankles. So we need to make them first like skin and then add the pants. So I'm just gonna clone this. I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna select the legs and I'm gonna choose duplicate. And now I'm gonna hold Ctrl Shift and I'm gonna choose a clip or a trim. Let's choose trim rectangle because I want to cut down here. And now if I go into solo, you see what happened. I cut the legs there. And also I want to add a sphere so I can connect them and make them look like pants. So I'm gonna add a sphere here. We don't care that it looks how it looks right now. I'm just trying to connect this as a single piece, so when I dynamesh, I have this disconnected, and then I can move it into place. So let's choose a bit of a higher resolution and dynamesh together stuff. So now this is gonna be like one piece, and I can extend it front and back, and I'm gonna turn on the other subtools by deactivating solo, and I'm gonna fill these pants with colors so I can see clearly what's pants and what's skin. So I kind of like this red, so color, fill object, and I'm gonna go back to white. And now we see we have this slight problem, like the pants are intersecting with the legs, and we don't want that. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to deformation, I'm gonna choose inflate. Okay, so there you go, the pants are now bigger than the actual, or they're enveloping the skin. And whenever I'm gonna see this white stuff, it means the skin is protruding, or I went too much in negative. Let's put the drawing here and see how low we have to take the pants. Okay. Shift to smooth. And I think the pants on the original sketch, they're a bit more towards red or towards blue, a blue red, but it's easy to change, don't worry about it. And now I'm gonna do the same for the shirt. I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna mask, then mask the bottom, and I'm gonna mask, oops, to make sure. Actually, let's go to solid to make sure we got everything. So the t-shirt, it's gonna be this one. I don't really care that it doesn't show up at the shoulders because we're gonna have the jacket on anyway. So now we have that. We have to go to subtool, extract. I'm gonna press extract and maybe take the thickness a bit down. Yes, accept. And now we have this shirt. And for the shirt, I'm gonna actually, let's check the color. So it matches the pants. Okay, so if you press C and whatever your cursor is over, it's gonna copy that color. So now I'm gonna adjust the actual color. So maybe it's something like this, the color. So I'm gonna color fill object. I'm on the t-shirt now, and I'm gonna alt tap on the pants, and I'm gonna choose color fill object. And I'm gonna go back to white so I see my stuff well. Okay. I'm a bit slow because I'm talking and explaining stuff, but I hope you guys are still enjoying this. Alright, I'm gonna add a skin color to the body and the face. So I'm gonna color pick this orange here with C. It looks about right, I guess, this one. So color fill object, I'm gonna go on the arms, color fill object, go on the head with alt and tap, color fill object. And I think now we have colors for everything. If I move this, oh, actually the shoes, but the shoes are part of the legs too. So let's copy that color fill object. Okay, good. And for the cap, it's a gray cap, so I'm gonna color pick that, and I'm gonna make it like that, and fill object. Maybe a bit lighter. There you go. So next, let's select the legs, and I'm gonna choose Control and Shift, and I'm gonna choose select rectangle. And what this does, it kind of selects this, and the rest of it is hidden. So if I choose split hidden, now the legs are gonna be on a different layer, and that's gonna be the shoes, they're gonna be here. So now I can choose close holes, so it closes up those holes that were created there. I'm gonna give a bit more resolution, and I'm gonna Dynamesh, and this I can go and make them white because I want them white. And these are gonna be the shoes. Okay, one more thing. I'm gonna choose the clay buildup, but I'm gonna activate back face mask. so I can draw without worrying that it's gonna go through. Okay, and I remember in the concept, I don't see it now, but I remember I made the top part. So I'm gonna activate backface mask on the brush, the move brush too, so it doesn't pick up the sole. So I'm gonna give some attitude to these shoes. Why are you not color picking? Control W. Oh, I have back face mask on and that fucks it up apparently. Anyway, we don't need to be super precise here. We just need to establish the scene first, and we're gonna worry with the details later. I'm gonna adjust this cap too. You know, their shape, it's a bit more flat. Alright. And I'm gonna choose Dynamesh. Okay, and for the sun protector, I'm gonna go to IMM brushes. I'm gonna add just a cube. Looks stupid now, but it's not gonna look stupid in the end. I'm resizing it, rotating it, moving it into place, scaling like that, moving it back. I think I need to do another scale here, and I'm gonna Control Shift and click on it, so I separate it, split hidden. I'm gonna click on it again, Dynamesh it, and now we can use the trim curve. Nope, didn't work. Okay, I'm just gonna cut like this, and then choose mirror and weld. No, mirror and weld this time. And the shape is a bit fucked up, but it's okay. We're gonna move it into place anyway with the move brush. See how easy it is to control this geometry if it's low res. The higher you go, the harder it's gonna be. And go back on the cap with Alt and Tab. Come on, go. Don't know why it was ignoring my Alt and Tab. It's good. And I'm gonna make this, if this is this color, I'm gonna go darker and gray. So color, fill object. Nope, I was on the wrong layer. Color and fill object. RGB intensity is at 20%. That's why it was feeling wrong for some reason. Fill object. So here again, I want to edit this color a bit. I think it has too much color in it right now. Color, fill object. So it's better now. Okay, let's activate see-through again. And I'm gonna add a few spheres again for the hair. Let's go back on the hair. The hair, it's the star of the show. So actually I can just tap. I think it's each time no. Auto groups. Anyway, let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna add 5 spheres, and then I'm gonna put them into place where they belong. 3, 4, 5. And yeah, they look like shit now, but they're gonna look good in the end. And does she have ears? Probably she has, so I'm gonna add 2 more for, but I'm gonna activate symmetry. I'm gonna add here for her ears. Wow. So I'm gonna choose auto groups and then control tap on all the ones that I want to remove. So these I want to remove because I don't want them here. Split hidden. Go back on the ears and I'm gonna put them into place. I'm gonna choose mask by polygroups. So oops, I'm gonna take the brush and then choose mask by polygroups. And now I can only, would you let me do my tutorial? So I mirror and weld, so I get the same polygroups for the ears. And there you go, the ears. Not sure if I should leave them. We'll see. Okay, the neck. Where is the neck? The neck is here. So let's see. I'm gonna choose auto groups. Why is the neck doing that to me? Oh yeah, actually I have to color pick this color and then choose color fill object, and then it's gonna have the color of a neck. And I'm gonna choose Dynamesh. The resolution can be at 56 or 80, whatever. And I'm gonna, is the mirror on? Yes. There we go. She has a long neck. Maybe I should move a bit the shoulders up. And now these ears don't have the color. What a tragedy. Let's add color to them with color fill object. Good. And this should be orange. Color fill object. And now I have mask by polygroups on. I'm gonna choose auto groups. I'm on these spheres here. So now I'm gonna start placing each sphere with either the move brush. Actually, I'm gonna minimize ZBrush and I'm gonna zoom in the face. So I see better. So this one is kind of like that, and this one is kind of like that. Now this one is a bit more shy and up. Why don't you move? Oh, I have activate symmetry. I don't need symmetry. I'm a pro. Bam, placing everything together is like smudging things into place. The hair goes up there. We don't want that. Kind of want this a bit longer and on the side, I think. And a bit down like that. And I'm gonna massage every shape into place here. This can take forever, but I'm just using my eye for this. When I'm gonna finalize the cap, I'm gonna deactivate the symmetry and I'm gonna turn it on the side, and then I'm gonna probably need to do some more adjusting. I'm gonna deactivate polygroups for a second here because I want to actually aspect polygroups. I'm gonna split the ears on a different layer because this mess by polygroups annoys me. I want the ears a bit smaller. Why don't you love me? So mirror and weld because I sculpted and the symmetry wasn't activated. Okay, let's go back on the big here. Mask by polygroups here. So probably all this hair comes out from that tiny hole that's in the back of the cap. Okay, maybe add a sphere here. And also a quick save. Why the hell not? Auto groups. So no, let's add one there, and then do I need one here? Maybe. So I'm gonna clear the mask, auto groups, and I'm gonna take the move brush, and I'm gonna put this into place. We don't want no geometry here. Like, the simpler it is, the better. Actually, probably should do even the posing with lower geometry, but I'm not sure it works. I never tried it, because then what if I want symmetry? I don't want to sculpt everything twice. So now, like, because that arm is up usually, I don't know exactly how the hair is supposed to look here, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna add the jacket, because I'm already going too far with some things here and I don't want to rush. So color, fill object. I'm gonna check if Dynamesh has the groups activated. So yes, groups. That means I can Dynamesh freely and still have my separate things. Okay, I'm gonna minimize and zoom out a bit here. Where is my zoom out button? Oh, it actually zoomed out on its own. Okay, so let's see. I need to add the jacket, the fanny pack, I think it's called. Okay, cylinder with some spikes here. Okay, so that's my goal. Let's add the jacket. So I'm gonna go here on the chest somewhere and I'm gonna choose insert sphere. Not half sphere, I want full sphere. Alright, and also I'm gonna separate it. It was just for the moment. And split hidden. I'm gonna move it into place if I remember to take my move brush. Good, and let's mask half of it, then use that technique with the move. And voila, we have the jacket. Nah, not yet, but it's almost there. So let's Dynamesh. I don't know, whenever I see girls wearing jackets like this, I think they're a bit mean. I don't know, it just gives me this vibe. So this one is purple, and I would say it's darker in value than the red, so I'm gonna color pick this kind of red, and I'm gonna make it purple and darker. So now if I go to color and fill object, I have this. Oh, it's too dark. Color, fill object, and too saturated. Maybe. Okay, let's choose solo and add another sphere here. I'm building all my stuff from simple things, so I don't really care that I'm adding a sphere or not. I could add whatever. I just want to connect stuff, that's it, and then I'm gonna. So for the Dynamesh, do I have the groups? So it's gonna merge my spheres, but they're not gonna be. I keep on forgetting to change the brush. They're not gonna be merged there. So this is gonna be the back of the jacket. Actually, let's invert this selection. Control W, so they're a single poly group, and then reDynamesh, so it unites them. And now I can select this, invert it, take the move. Oof. And bring back the rest of the jacket. I think I'm gonna hide the hair for a second. Subtool. Let's go like this, and if you click on this black bar, the eye is gonna be closed, and now if I'm gonna jump on a different subtool, you'll see that I don't see the eye anymore. Okay, so we want to do the rest of the jacket. Take the move. We have mask by polygroups. Dynamesh. Just putting it into place. Okay, and now I think I'm gonna separate this part, split hidden, and I'm gonna make it purple too, and let's go to solo. I'm gonna mask this part here. I'm gonna remove some of the mask by holding Ctrl and Alt so it doesn't drag too much from the side. And then I'm gonna take this and move it forward. That's gonna be the other part of the jacket that comes towards the front. And then I can Dynamesh and move this like this. My God. I bet these techniques blow your mind. I'm kidding, obviously, but just don't be afraid to add stuff. Adding stuff, it's the key of 3D modeling. When you're stuck, add another sphere. Choose the move brush, put it into place, then reDynamesh everything, and then adjust a bit the shape, and that's it, you're done. So Ctrl W to make it into a single thing, color, fill object, there you go. And again, low poly at this time. We don't want no high geometry here. Okay. So the fanny pack, that's easy. we're gonna deactivate symmetry. I'm gonna already do it asymmetrical. Insert sphere. Control Shift and tap and split hidden. Alt and tap on the sphere. Take the move brush. Squash it in there. Make it work, and that's it. We don't want to spend more time on this right now. I'm gonna make it gray, fill object. Let's bring back the hair because I want to see the hair. See, I told you, it's the star of the show. Looks so much different if we have the hair on. But as you can see, I have to double tap on that so the eye gets turned on. So if I move again on a different subtool, activate symmetry, mirror, mirror and weld. I'm gonna smooth a bit the pants because they look shitty, and then I'm gonna inflate them again at deformation, inflate. Okay. And what else did I say that I want to add? So the jacket, the fanny pack. Oh, there she had like a bracelet. So let's see if we choose subtool. Let's try it here because I don't remember if I choose append, does it replace my subtool? Anyway, let's duplicate the hair and choose append, cylinder. Oh no, it actually kept the hair. So I'm gonna delete that hair, we don't need it. There's a scenario when when you're importing. So if you're importing from like your computer something, the subtool that you're on is gonna get destroyed and replaced by the new thing. Initialize Q cylinder. Nope, I didn't want this. There were some options for creating. I don't remember. Anyway, we're not gonna make it an empty cylinder, so I'm just gonna do this, and I'm gonna scale it this, scale it again, then go back to move. And scale it a bit like that. And then go back on scale and make it smaller. Go back to move and put it into place. And bam, that's the block out for this. What else do we need? I think we need a belt. I don't really like this t-shirt, it annoys me. Oops, what was that? Let's buy polygroups. I bet it's because I still haven't done right the body. Go on the body. Go on the body. Are you going on the body? Oh, it's masked. That's why it wasn't. Okay. I'm gonna color pick the skin color. I'm gonna fill because where I had the mask it didn't work. Going back on this. smoothing. Actually, I could use a damp standard with some really low intensity to add a bit of, maybe a bit of a higher intensity. See, it's like you're adding very tiny details that look like shit. It's not time for details. Let's go back. Resolution bigger on the arms, and let's smooth them a bit. Same with the neck. Let's go to 100 something. And with the face, let's go on solo. Just a bit of move. Obviously the whole eye area is obstructed by the hat, so I'm just gonna add her nose here like that. With a sphere, I'm gonna make it. And now we have to decide what kind of nose we want. Maybe like this, looks like a spoiled brat. So color fill object. As you can see, I have RGB on my snake hook brush, and it kind of paints too when I do operations here, so I don't want that. I'm adjusting the shape of the hat a bit. And I need more hair around this area. But let's go back on the head. I'm gonna mask the area that needs more hair. It's masked on the other side too. And I'm gonna make an extraction. Subtool extract. And maybe it's a bit too much. So thickness a bit lower. Damn you zebra sliders, you're so annoying. And then accept. And clear the mask and color pick this with C, and then choose color fill object, and then go back on the hat. I said go back on the hat. I said go back on the hat. I'm all tapping on that hat and it's not working. Okay. Now go on the hair. Thank you, ZBrush. Very cool. You need another sphere here with some hair. So another sphere. Move. We hate small brushes, so that's why we keep on sculpting with big brushes. No, they're good, small brushes too, but not now. Okay. I'm gonna press geometry, dynamesh, groups is on, and I'm gonna redynamesh this. Color fill object. Let's go back on the pants a bit, and here they kind of too wide. And I kind of lost the butt somewhere. I think the legs are too thick now. So maybe I should go on those legs, deactivate them for a while. Sculpt the pants right. Wait, I'm trying to find the subtool. Okay, so I'm gonna make the eye go away. And now we're not gonna see anymore the legs underneath. So we can sculpt freely. And I want the legs in this low area to be super thin, like spider legs. And maybe here, let's use a bit of dam standard, which is a bit high res dynamesh. Go back on dam standard. Now I should stop sculpting details. Let's see again the concept. It needs to be more geometrical, and here I made again the legs too thick. We need to solve the stance before we go into details. We see her polygons down here. For the hands, I think I'm gonna add an IMM brush with hands. So let's see if it works. Yeah, this is how I'm gonna leave her. It's this how these new kids walk today, with their hands just like this. It creeps me out. I'm kidding. What do I want to do? I want to move, no, I want to rotate it. And move it. And maybe scale it a bit. And I think that's fine. I'm gonna Control Shift and split hidden, because those hands are too realistic. We're gonna sculpt them later on. Come on, take my move brush. Something is wrong. So mask by polygroups is off. Do I have a mask? No. See, now it works. I was doing nothing like differently, and it didn't work. give this arm a bit more shape. Okay, let's go on this hat and change its position a bit like this, and then move it forward, and the same with this. I'm gonna go on this thing that blocks. Actually, should I just rotate it right now? I don't know. Let's keep it for a while like this. I'm gonna go back on this front hair parts, mask by groups, and then I'm gonna move them down a bit. Yeah, mucho mejor. I'm sorry if I'm racist now. I hope that's Spanish for much better. Okay, this neck maybe needs to do something. And these hands should be skin colored. She looks like she has gloves. It's kind of cool though. Color fill object. Why not working? I have the right color fill object. Close holes. Dynamesh. No, we don't want to dynamesh that just yet. Color fill object. RGB intensity again. Somewhere I changed that settings without knowing. Okay, and this resolution for the hair. I'm paranoid, so I'm gonna go check again if groups is on. Oops. Why it only dynameshed that one? Don't understand. Okay, so auto groups, dynamesh. Do you want bigger resolution? Do you want me to deactivate mask by polygroups? I don't understand. I want to make this a bit higher res. Anyway, Control D, Control D, Control D a few times. No. I swear to God, I don't understand what's happening here. So I have this. Dynamesh, dynamesh, okay. Why does it dynamesh only few things? Anyway, I'm gonna figure that out off camera, and then I'm gonna do it on camera. Adjusting a bit the jacket. Solo. So we see what we do here. Whoa, very cool. And let's add her a belly button so she's not alien. Z intensity. That's it. Low res for now. The phone was vibrating. I don't know what that means. Good. Actually, she has some green underwear. I'm gonna choose H polish and I'm gonna make this. So now the pants looks like they're very straight up there. Gonna move them a bit closer to the skin. So I was going to add some green underwear, which is gonna be just a quick mask. Gonna extract, subtool extract. Why don't I see? Oh, maybe I need to go a bit higher. Extract, accept. Okay, solo, and make this green color. Now let's pick first the color. Green, green, green. Okay, good enough. And Dynamesh. Put this into place. We don't really care about the back view. And also we don't care about this view here. So I'm gonna hold Alt and I'm gonna push that inside. And we need what do we need? I don't know what we need, but we want it now. Let's reshape a bit this shoe. I'm also keeping in consideration this ankle bracelet. And here the angle feels wrong. When I look at it, seems wonky. Yeah, let's add the belt. I'm gonna solo the pants, and then I'm gonna go to brush, and there's a brush here called something curve strap snap. Good enough. I'm gonna separate it. I'm gonna tap on the geometry so I don't see that curve anymore. Split hidden, go out of solo mode, and I'm gonna make the curve, the belt. Actually, I should have made the panties green first. So I'm gonna go on the panties color, fill object. Now go on the belt and maybe color pick this and a bit darker. Color, fill object, and the same with this ankle bracelet, color, fill object. And actually this fanny pack, I'm gonna mirror and weld it, and I'm gonna re-sculpt it into place. Mirror and weld. Because I'm gonna pose it later, so now it's okay if it's symmetrical. A quick save, and I'm gonna break the video here for a bit, take a water break, and see you guys in the next one.